All right, let's go with the BP Adelaide Grand Final press conference for Saturday. We've got Broc Feeney, and he's flanked by the two Walkinshaw and Andretti United boys. Wow, Broc, it's been a big day here at the track for you. You've had a chance to go back and celebrate a little bit with the team. You've been up on the podium. You've been doing the interviews. What's the current feeling like now, knowing that you've got a little bit of a gap to bring into tomorrow?
Yeah, all good. Like, obviously stoked with today. Couldn't really have gone much better. There's probably a few things that didn't go to plan in that race, but yeah, to walk away with a pole and a race win today is obviously really important. Good time of the year to get it done. So yeah, it was an awesome race with Woody. He drove the wheels off that thing today, so it's pretty awesome. We've been racing each other for probably 10 years now, and to think that we're battling for a Supercars race win is pretty awesome. So had a lot of fun. The team did a great job to even give me a chance to be able to fight when Woody came out on the cold tyres there. So had a crack, got it done. Yeah, an important win today.
When did you first notice the little engine flutter that was going on? And was there anything that made it better or worse throughout the course of the race?
I think it just cleared itself miraculously. It was, to be honest, probably 3 laps into the race. It just started like cutting out, and the worry for me was it just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And yeah, obviously these guys started pulling away from me. I could sort of manage it. Well, I couldn't do anything, but I wasn't dropping like seconds a lap, and just how much worse it was getting every lap. Like, I was literally just waiting for the motor to blow up. And at that point, obviously a lot goes through your head of what it'd be like to be sitting on the sidelines. But yeah, I was stoked. It was literally pretty much when Aaron crashed and I got through, and it just sort of all come good all of a sudden. And I thought it was maybe clean air or something like that. But yeah, it was obviously a pretty scary moment for me.
Nice. Well done today. We've got plenty more questions, no doubt, from the journos, but I'll take it over to Chaz. 23 points, the equation. Like you mentioned earlier, a bit of weather around. This certainly isn't over, is it, for tomorrow?
No, it's not. It's good to go into the final day and still be in with a shot. I mean, made it pretty hard for myself today, starting 12th, and had to do a lot of battling out there. So I actually had a lot of fun with that and race a lot of people through the field and trying to get back to that chest moves and work on each other and then manage tyres. It was still an enjoyable race. So yeah, obviously it's hard when you make it hard for yourself that far back, but overall I didn't expect to be sitting here. So I'm really proud of the guys. They had a really fast car. Still a couple of things we can definitely tune up a little bit more, but starting a lot further to the front tomorrow would be a lot nicer.
Can you remember a time in your career when you've been able to rock up to the final day of a championship and be in the hunt like you are now, and just what can you draw from across your career for tomorrow?
I think you already know that question, Chad, don't you?
Not in the supercars, but throughout.
I've won a couple of car championships, not in supercars. One that's always eluded me. So, it's exciting. I think what the format's doing is just keeping pressure on everyone. You know, I feel it. I'm sure these guys beside me feel it. Like, it's cool to see what the sport is doing in final series. So, Woody don't feel pressure. He's cool cucumber. So he's young. He's got plenty of time to feel the pressure. But it's you don't want to make mistakes. You know, you see in qualifying, make a mistake, end up 12th, and you see emotion because how much it means and how much you're trying to put the pressure on yourself as well. So yeah, hopefully I can have a clear day tomorrow. And but I'm just proud to also be here from the fight back that we had.
We heard Sam asking for a little bit more fuel back from you as well. Were you pretty tight?
Yeah, I was pretty tight, but I wasn't as tight as Woody. He obviously had a problem there. So, yeah, still like trying to manage that gap with Will and Kai. And I was kind of glad Will was kind of playing a bit of rear gunner for me. So he didn't let Kai go because Kai looked really speedy. So, yeah, I was once they guys got into a big fight, I was like, that's pretty cool to see the guys putting it on the line for the finals and having a red-hot crack. And yeah, that's what it's all about.
Well done today, mate. Good
Thanks.
job. Great recovery. Ryan, those fuel issues, what are the odds? Like, late in the race like that, you had to really back it off. That's unlucky.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. And, yeah, we did have problems before the race, and the boys had to work overtime to make sure the car actually got out. So, real kudos to them. And, yeah, just glad to make the finish. Obviously, would have loved to push Broc all the way to the last lap. And but, yeah, it is what it is. And for all the technical stuff, you have to go to Carl and those boys, because I just drive the wheels off the thing and hope it hangs on. So, yeah, it was good.
You're looking forward to playing a part in this tomorrow, because it feels like you've been in the mix for all of these finals races and you've got a big part to play tomorrow again.
Yeah, look, I would have loved to have been here fighting for a championship as well, but like Chaz said, I probably don't have as much pressure as these two boys next to me, and I'm just trying to support the team and Chaz the best way possible and make sure that for myself and my guys that we have a great end to the year. And we've had a good weekend so far and looking forward to tomorrow. And just keep on with the momentum, and it's just nice knowing that we're sort of in the fight week in, week out now, so it's cool.
Absolutely, mate. Well driven today. Great job. We'll open it up to the journos here.
Broc, congratulations. Let's start with turn one. What were your thoughts there facing Aaron Cameron and how that played out?
Yeah, obviously knew he was going to race me pretty hard, but he was pretty much at my rear bar at my break into turn one, and I sort of just made the corner, still launched over the curb, and just got passed by motorbike on the outside. So he's obviously having a crack. I think his first front row start in Supercars. He's obviously going to race me pretty hard, but yeah, it'd be good to understand if that's the case tomorrow. I'll just hold it flat out through turn one and completely miss the corner.
So are you going to seek some sort of clarity before tomorrow? Because that's not the first time we've seen that.
Yeah, obviously it's a common trend here. It sort of happens all the time, but I'm probably trying to play by the rules too much maybe. Probably trying to still make the corner a little bit. So, yeah, I think the clarity is there. It's obviously happened quite a few times now, so we'll just have to adjust.
That dive on Woody into turn 9 was pretty impressive. Talk us through that, and was there any contact between the cars in the middle of the corner?
I don't think so. No, I don't. I'll take that as a no. No, to be honest, didn't even think we were going to come out really with a shot of getting Woody. Obviously, we sort of pitted quite late to get in and had the undercut, and then, on exit, Marty said it's probably going to be pretty close. So, I sort of got to him coming out of 7, and I knew he was going to block, but, I thought there was just enough room and just pulled it up, didn't really lock a brake and got around. So I was pretty chuffed with that. Obviously, it would have been very easy just to sit there in second place and collect the points today. But, a win was important.
And Woody, can you put any words to that shrug that you just gave there? What was your perspective?
Yeah, look, I think Broc's a super talented driver and he had to go for a gap and he did. And I did get escorted wide. And I think if there was grass there, it would have been a different story. So, just glad to finish the race. Obviously, he's racing hard, which is good to see, and got a lot of respect for him and all the guys out there. And I think tomorrow, if I've got the opportunity to do the same, I will.
And you were talking about that fuel issue, but to be clear, you would have let Chaz through regardless, right, for the points?
Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. I think if I had a chance to keep fighting with Broc and try and keep him under pressure, who knows, What if he made a mistake at turn 5 or turn 4? We were driving the cars probably the hardest I've ever driven a race car in a race. So, I would imagine that it would have... I don't think... I'm not too sure. You'll have to ask the team.
And Chazzy, we don't see too many cars hit the wall on the left side on the pit straight very often. Talk us through how that happened.
I think we saw some stadium trucks here one time to hit a few fences on the front straight here. But, no, I don't know. The last corner, I was braking in there, and then I felt like I hit something slick and then ran a bit wide. And then I really didn't want to give up the place to Thomas. And I thought if I had a bit of overlap, I'll try and bomb it back down to turn 1. But, he didn't want to leave any of that. So once it kind of spun up on the grass, I was surprised I started facing the left fence, and I'm like, oh, this is not going very well. But glad to do the job for the groundskeeper here at Adelaide and mow the grass for them.
And the damage on the front bar, was that affecting the car at all?
Nah, not too bad. I mean, it looked pretty gnarly. So, I didn't expect to, after I got out of the car, to see how bad that was, because the performance in the car was pretty good. So I reckon having a splitter tomorrow will make my thing even faster.
And just to complete the set of questions, you also bounced off Austin Cindric as well.
Yeah, welcome to Australia.
Thanks.
Well, to Broc and Chaz, I guess, you guys are really like the two contenders. The other guys are mathematically there, but I mean, so 24 hours time, you could be Supercars champion. Like, I guess, has that possibility set in? It's pretty close now for one of you two, probably.
Not really, no. Just need to go and be better tomorrow, pretty much. We still need to obviously got a few things to fix tonight, but yeah, we're just going to debrief as per usual, and tomorrow's just another day. Obviously, it's cool. It's the last day of school, last race of the year, which is exciting. But yeah, there's always things that you can do better and improve. So we'll just another day of racing.
I think is a win 125 points tomorrow. Yeah, DNF on any one of us is going to be pretty tough. So everyone's still in it all the way to the end race. So I don't know what the weather is, but people have been telling me there might be rain tomorrow, might be dry. Man, like that track on Friday was bloody hard to drive around and keep it off the wall. So if it is wet tomorrow, it'll be a pretty fitting end of the championship.
And to Chaz, it looked like your Ford mate Brody maybe helped you out a little bit there, just didn't make it too hard. Is that actually something where the Ford guys are trying to help each other?
He was like struggling at the start quite bad, and he dropped back. So I think he got going better later, which is the opposite to what he was doing in the wet. Like the wet, he was really fast at the start, but I think he just didn't want to get in a fight being so early, and knew how desperate I was on the guys behind them.
And just Woody, you sort of touched on it, but I mean, given that you've been such a prominent part in this final series, like how hungry does it make you to be part of the final series next year?
Yeah, look, I think the final series for us as a team has been really good. So obviously the results on Car 2's side at stages haven't shown that through just things that haven't really rolled our way. And I think for me next year, if I can be sort of in that 10 again and have an opportunity to come, to the Gold Coast, to Sandown, and then to Adelaide fighting, that would be a real privilege. So obviously got a new product next year, which is exciting, but we're going to have to work our butt sides off to make sure we turn up to round wide. Butt sides, I saw that, Andrew. Backsides. Work our backsides off to make sure we turn up to round one and be in contention. So that's the plan, and we'll just do our best. And yeah, I think there would be more pressure on me then next year if I'm in that position.
Chaz, when you lined up 12th earlier this afternoon, did it feel like today was your do or die day in the championship?
I think every race in the whole final series has been do or die. So, yeah, for sure, you're starting 12th. You're not starting where you want to be. And me and Woody, we had a good dance party in the A trailer before the start of the race and G'd ourselves up. And he was obviously going for the win, and I was going for redemption drive. So we did joke. We did say that how cool would it be if we both get trophies this afternoon. And I just drove it as hard as I could. So, yeah, you can't really foresee what you're going to do. All you know is you just got to drive it as fast as you can. And it sounds like these guys are doing the same at the front. And if the car's really good, you get the chocolates. And like I said, I drove a really good race car today to get me to where I am.
You said you were pushing ultra hard. Has there ever been a time before in your career where you've been pushing that hard?
Yeah, every single race, man.
And Broc, for you, of course, you had that little setback yesterday with finishing 4th, which feels funny to say, but was it important today to wrestle that momentum back and get that little point swing back in your favour? Yeah,
I think obviously it's just, try and get back on the front foot. I felt like obviously we had a very fast car in the dry yesterday to get pole. There was probably a few guys as quick maybe that got messed up by the oil. So yeah, I think to come out today and get pole was obviously really important, and then to figure out what our race car was like was really hard to sort of predict what it was going to be like. So I was happy with that. It's a championship. You need to get more points. Easy doing that by winning. So we'll try to do that again tomorrow.
And if there is rain around tomorrow, does your mistake in the rain yesterday play on your mind at all?
I didn't make a mistake. I was just slow. So we'll just try and fix that up. But obviously we looked at it last night.
I think you did make a mistake too.
I did. Sorry, I did make. Sorry. I apologise. No, thank you. I did make a mistake and run off, but I was dead slow. I would have finished 4th anyway, I think. So, obviously we need to be faster. But, I did make a mistake.
Broc, you've... auto action. No, that's right.
So, Chaz, a lot of the front splitter damage you had was, I think, through contact with the turn 1 tyre bundle. Did the team give you instruction to look out for that at all, or just press on?
Yeah, they pretty much said stop hitting it.
Fair enough. And how stressful, frustrating was Q2 when you were there at the start? Were you ever unsure if you were even going to get on track during that session? Or?
Yeah, look, absolutely 100% frustrated, and I think that really showed in my performance just doing the one run there. So it's one of them ones I'm definitely kicking myself about today, because I thought if we qualified a bit further front with that race car, we would have been in with a shot. But yeah, it's one of them ones. It's sport's emotional. We all want to try and win this the best we can, and if you don't show that sometimes, then it just gets out of you. So sorry to whoever heard on the microphone inside the car, but that's how much it meant to me at the time. And but yeah, just frustrating. Like that little gremlin of not the car starting, it puts pressure on you. You start to question everything that you've done throughout quali one or practices and how you're bringing in tyres. And man, I have so many mistakes that not just myself or on the lap, but just the procedure that I hadn't done all weekend. So I'll tidy that up for tomorrow.
Chaz, if the worst was to happen for you tomorrow and you were to qualify back in 12th, 13th again, does today give you some hope that you'd be able to push back through the field again?
100%. You've got a good result here from starting too far back and being able to drive through the field. So, yeah, I don't want to think like that. I'm going to go out there and try and start as far to the forward as I can. But if not, then I'll still give it 100%. Always do. So it's for our team, our sponsors, our fans. You can't just sit out and be counted out. I mean, the beautiful thing is when you don't have a qualifying position in this type of racing this weekend, you've got 250 Ks. Like, cars that go around 78 laps around here, it's chaos. So, yeah, even find Americans out there. You find other oil brands on front straights. You find all kind of things.
Just this one's open to any of you guys. What are you expecting from tomorrow?
To win?
More than racing-wise, but yeah, I'll take that to win.
I don't know. We're not with them, man. So we'll have to wait and see. But I don't know. I just want to be in the same position and fight for a win and see if we can get it done.
Hey, Broc, any other year you'd probably be showing up to tomorrow with the championship already in your pocket. Do you lament this new final system, or would it make it even more special if you were able to claim it with all this extra pressure?
Yeah, there's obviously a lot more pressure on this weekend, as Chaz said, throughout the whole final series than there would have been in a normal championship year. So, yeah, got to be excited. I mean, everyone's on the edge of the seats. When was the last time that it went down to sort of the last day? It's probably, I don't know. It's been a long time, hasn't it? So, yeah, it's exciting. I'm sure everyone's excited. I mean, we've obviously seen a lot of fans here this weekend. I think everyone's probably pretty happy about how it's been working out. Obviously, I've had a great year. But, yeah, we want to go out and try and do it in fashion tomorrow. Obviously, the goal is always just to try and win. I mean, when you're winning, everyone else is behind you and you're going to score the most points. So you just focus on doing that again tomorrow.
All right. Well, good luck with that tomorrow. Thank you, guys, and catch you back here.
Thank you.